We've got a Millennium Year Ender, but it's not an incused flag variation. Will we find an incused flag variant today? Well, let's dig in and find out. G'day folks, my name's Craig. You are here on my channel, Craig Collects. It is episode 25 of the 50 cent coin hunt, and we are right in the middle of the road to 2,000. I'm seeking to get us to 2,000 subscribers. Can we make it by the 30th of June? That's my goal. If you haven't yet hit the subscribe button, appreciate it if you could subscribe. So this is the Millennium Year coin. It is a commonly minted commemorative at 16.6 million, but as I say, we do look out for the variation with the incused flag. Hopefully one of those will pop up today. So here is our definitive design on the Australian 50 cent piece. This is the Australian coat of arms, which was designed for this coin by Stuart Devlin. It has been the definitive on these coins since they were introduced in 1966, South Decimal Currency. So as 2001, I turned it before I thought about it. This is the common Commonwealth coat of arms. Try saying that fast. Common Commonwealth coat of arms. Common commemorative Commonwealth coat of arms. In fact, from the 2001 Centenary of Federation series. There are 43.1 million of these. We are, of course, looking for the state and territory coat of arms, and we still need ACT, Canberra, and WA to complete this book. So, we are, of course, looking for the circulating commemorative coins, which will go down on the mat, including this one here, which is the 1982 Brisbane Commonwealth Games coin. This is the highest minted 50 cent commemorative coin, in fact the highest minted commemorative coin of any denomination. 49.6 million of these were minted back in 82. So on top of those circulating commemoratives, we're also on the lookout for coins minted in low mintage years, and our low mintage years on the 50 cent piece are 1973, 1985, 1993, 1997, both the N-Rank Broadley and Jody Clark portraits effigies of the Queen on the 2019 coin, and 2020. Our next commemorative comes to us from 2005. This is the Remembrance coin, 60th anniversary of the end of World War II. It is commonly minted 26.6 million. So, on top of the low mintage coins, we're also on the lookout for coins minted for annual sets only and not for circulation. But quickly before we get to those, here is the Silver Jubilee coin. This celebrates 25 years of Queen Elizabeth's ascension to the throne. 25 years, 25 million mintage. So the coins from the annual sets come from 1967, 1968, 1986, 1987, 1989, 1990, 1992, and 2023. Here is our next find. This is the 2004 Primary Schools Design Competition winning coin with the native animals on it. It has a mintage of 10.2 million. So at the end of each circulating hunt, that's this 50 cent hunt, the $1 and the $2 hunts, I go off camera and go through everything again just to make sure I haven't missed any obvious errors or any key dates or anything like that. But what we also keep an eye out for on the 50 cent pieces are the ones which we know have errors and variations, and there are quite a few of those, and some of those are listed on screen. We start off with another Silver Jubilee coin. Well, so what's going to happen in a moment is I'll stick you guys into super fast coin mode, and then I'll bring you back in when we have our next find. So let's hit super fast coin mode for all of one coin, because here is the 2003 Australian Volunteers coin. Again, a commonly minted commemorative, 13.9 million. Here's our 1994 Year of the Families coin. There are two variations of this coin. One has a narrow date, one has a wide date. 21.3 million minted across both things, but what you look out for is the gap between the two nines and the 9 and the 4. This is the narrow variation, which is a common one. It's our first low mintage coin. This is the Jody Clark portrait, the fifth and final portrait of Queen Elizabeth, which appeared on Australian coins. It entered circulation in 2019, which is why it's low minted in 2019, just 2 million on the 50-cent piece in 2019. So that's a nice find. Oh, here's a nice low mintage commemorative we haven't seen for a while. This is the 2017 Mabo and referendum coin. So it's 25 years of the Eddie Mabo decision and 50 years since the referendum. This is a lovely find, one we don't see too often, but it, as you'll see by the counter which this coin has, this is the second of the coins we found today which has that counter. Let's see how many we do find during this book. 1.4 million of Eddie minted. This one is very definitely going into the wider collection. That is a lovely, lovely find. Our next find comes to us from 1998. This is the bicentenary of the discovery of Bass Strait, the Bass and Flinders coin, commonly minted 22.4 million. This is another low mintage find. Unfortunately, it's got some green on it, from 1997. This is a mintage of just 4.3 million. So that would have been a lovely find if it wasn't green up here, unfortunately. So this will be going back to the bank at the end of the hunt. Oh, we've got a state and territory coat of arms. This is the New South Wales coat of arms. Found New South Wales already for this book, so we don't need it, but New South Wales has a mintage of just 3 million. It is still a lovely find and one which will go into the wider collection. Here we go, from 1995. This is the Wary Dunlop, Sir Edward Dunlop coin, remembering the 50th anniversary of the end of World War II, and it has a common mintage of 15.9 million. Bit of paper or something stuck on it there. It's followed up by another Millennium Year coin, again, not one which has the incused flag variation, but I did forget to mention when we found the first one that there is a counter for this coin, just seeing how many we find during book number 2. Another Millennium Year coin. Nope. Another low mintage find, 1973, 4 million in 1973. It is quite lovely, and for a coin of its age, it's in fairly decent condition, which will probably mean it enters the wider collection, but we'll work that out at the end of the hunt. Well, now we are indeed halfway there. We've opened 5 rolls. We've got 5 rolls to go. Our star find so far for the day is the Eddie Mabo coin. We've got the 3 low mintage definitives on that side. What will the second half bring us? Well, I'm going to stick you guys back into super fast coin mode now, and then I'll bring you back in once we have a find. Let's hit it. Here we go. This is a find. This is a low mintage commemorative. We know it's going to be a commemorative coin because it says the words 50 cents at the bottom here, which means it's not on the reverse like it is on a usual 50 cent coin. And we know from 2024 this is going to be the 50th anniversary of NAIDOC. This has a mintage of 3.351 million. 3,351,478. That is another lovely low mintage find. Here's the Australia Day coin from 2010, Celebrate What's Great. This has a mintage of 11.4 million. That's a nice find. Well, now this is a test coin. potentially test coin. It's got 3333 stamped over the people and the dog there. It's got a 3 stamped here. Likely a test coin. That's an interesting find, and one which will go into my collection of oddities. Very nice indeed, and it is an arrow date, thankfully. Here we go, from 2002. This is the year of the Outback coin with that windmill design. 11.5 million on this one. And that does give us a bingo. Bingo!
It's the final countdown.
And that does indeed bring us to the final roll of the hunt. 2 low mintage definitives, 3 low mintage commemoratives, and 1 oddity coin. The star finds for the day, plus the New South Wales coat of arms, make that 3 low mintage commemoratives, 3 low mintage definitives, and an oddity. So as this is the final roll of the hunt, and I'm looking through it pretty quickly, I will remind you that, as always, down in the description of this video, you will find a link to my social media and my email if you'd like to get in touch with me. There is a link down there to the Craig Collects Discord server if you'd like to join me and other collectors over on Discord. There's also a link down there to become a channel member. There are 2 tiers of channel membership, Noodler and Numistist, and if you become a Numistist level member, you'll get a thank you shout out on screen. Both tiers get the videos early, and I'll have more perks in the upcoming months. Well, nothing else in that role. What I'm going to do now is go off camera, go through everything again, make sure I haven't missed any key dates, any obvious errors, or any of those known errors and variations, and then we'll come back and look at our finds. See you in a moment. Well, a couple of finds in the off-camera hunt. A second 2019 Jody Clark and a second 1973 low mintage. Unfortunately, in this condition, those 2 will join these 3. They're going to go back to the bank. Our keepers are up here. We've got 4. We've got that 94 year of the families with all the 3s stamped on it. The NAIDOC coin, the Mabo coin, and the New South Wales coin. Eddie Mabo is my star find, my coin of the day. You did think one of these other coins was your star find, your coin of the day? Let me know down in the comments. I will see you guys in the next episode. Until then, goodbye.